and the unique 7 crater lakes.
Ethiopia is intensifying efforts to assert equitable rights over the River Nile, challenging long-standing downstream claims, particularly by Egypt and Sudan, rooted in colonial-era agreements like those of 1929 and 1959.
In Egypt, the Nile has long been viewed as a matter of sovereign entitlement and national security, not a shared resource. This entrenched resistance to equitable governance has stalled basin-wide cooperation, allowing downstream countries to continue exploiting the waters while disregarding the interests of the upstream states.
These were key highlights from Bishoftu conference, which convened policymakers, water experts and diplomats from select Nile Basin countries. The meeting comes amid rising regional tensions and renewed debate over managing shared water resources, especially with major projects like the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Ethiopia used the platform to rally upstream states, including Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, and Burundi, to take a more active role in shaping Nile governance and protecting shared resources.
The outdated legal regimes of the past are being replaced by a new framework grounded in equity and shared benefits.
Delegates stressed the need for a unified upstream stance to strengthen bargaining power in future talks. Keynote speaker Ibrahim Idris, an academic and former Ethiopian ambassador to Egypt, called for a shift in hydrodiplomacy.
Every state in the basin should exercise its right to use the water resources so that there is genuine cooperation within the basin. The river sustainability hinges on this cooperation.
Indeed, I think we cannot continue living as if we live in the 19th century. A lot of developments or changes have happened within the catchment upstream. And those colonial agreements cannot be binding, or we cannot stick to those as the ones to guide our utilization of water resources.
He argued Egypt's current policy reflects outdated notions of absolute historical rights rather than equitable and reasonable use under international water law. Speakers pointed to the Cooperation Framework Agreement, CFA, as a viable alternative to legacy treaties, advocating its adoption as a fair legal basis for 21st century Nile water sharing. They said the CFA promotes inclusivity, transparency, and mutual benefit among riparian states.
River sustainability hinges on this cooperation, on this type of cooperation. And Egypt's right to the use of the Nile water will be secured through active support for a collaborative, forward-looking Nile Basin framework aligned with the CFA.
State Minister Beatrice Atim Anewar reiterated the need for diplomacy over confrontation, urging sustained dialogue and warning against unilateral actions that could escalate tensions.
As we are establishing the commission, we are not going to turn a blind eye from others who have not yet gone on top. And therefore, the negotiation we are talking about, we are privileged to have gone through the special committee. Just even listening is good. So that line must also be accommodated. When you close up, they will climb up and destroy the source so that all of us lose. So this might look a slow process, but colleagues, friends, or brothers, let's have this in mind. If we want to enjoy this water of ours, patience pays. Allow us to take the two channels. The commission should come in place, and we quickly do it.
She reaffirmed Uganda's commitment to balancing national development and regional obligations. Her position was echoed by South Sudan's Water Resources Minister, James Mawich Makwach, who said cooperation remains the only viable path for managing shared resources, warning conflict could undermine regional stability and growth.
We are also extending our hand to our brothers and sisters who did not yet ratify to come in, also on time, so that together we move in a right direction together.
Of the 11 Nile Basin countries, Burundi, DR Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, South Sudan, Sudan, Tanzania and Uganda, Egypt and Sudan remain reluctant to ratify the CFA, a step many upstream states say is key in replacing outdated treaties and ensuring equitable access.
Uganda is our interim chair to handle how we can move. We have some discussions where our tags are working together, which is to mean we have to operationalize it.
And as Secretariat, I think we continue to facilitate the engagements between ratified countries and non ratified countries, so that, as they said, the door are still opened for the other countries, like not ratified countries, to come in.
Notably, Egypt and Sudan did not attend the Bishoftu conference, underscoring persistent divisions and the challenge of reaching basin-wide consensus. Observers say their absence highlights a deepening diplomatic rift over control and use of Nile waters. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.